It's hard to decide this week what I was going to read. It's hard to decide most weeks actually, but this week it was especially hard. There's so much good stuff. The Spider-Man Renew Your Vows thing by Dan Slott, that looks amazing. Groot #1, Batman Beyond #1 from DC. There's a bunch of DC #1 started. There's a bunch of the Marvel Secret Wars mini-series as well. Avengers Babies versus X-Babies. There's just so much stuff that looks so good. And then on top of that, there's like my regular pull list. Non-player #2, fucking incredible. I read non-player #1 a little while ago. It's better than that. It's just really amazing. Unbeatable Squirrel Girl, also incredible. I don't want to spoil anything, but Chipmunk Hunk is real, and he's awesome and so cute. Spider-Woman was like surprisingly feelsy. It was so good. So yeah, this is the big three. Read them. We'll put them carefully on that chair. The one I am reading for this little video here is Years of Future Past. Ooh. It's one of the rare cases where I actually like the regular cover more than the variant. Kitty! Yeah, no, I didn't. I meant Kitty Pryde, not you, Kitty. I'm sorry. Days of Future Past is one of those classic like X-Men stories, but where it was a bit before my time, I obviously didn't read it when it came out, and now when I kind of look back on it, it's got that kind of where it's a bit old. It's like, oh yeah, this is certainly very 80s. Looking at it now, it's like, I'm aware that it's a classic, but it does look a little dated. So it'd be interesting to read this, which is like I guess a slightly more modern take on the classic story. Cover analysis. Kitty Pryde! In her classic old X-Men outfit. You've got all the big players there. You've got the Brotherhood on that side, and then you've got the X-Men on this side. And it says Bennett on the cover, so that's probably Marguerite Bennett. She's pretty new, I guess, but yeah, she's done just like so much good stuff in the short time she's been active, so I'm impressed. I really want to see this. Marguerite Bennett is the writer and Mike Norton is the artist. It has a recap page at the beginning that explains the premise of like all the Battleworld. Basically that it's a patchwork planet made of all the fragments of all the realities that now don't exist, but they're sort of being presided over by Doom. Love Doom. Who doesn't love Doom? And it's hay fever season. Yay! Oh, I'm not going to be able to do this video because I literally cannot stop sneezing. Hopefully these hay fever pills will kick in swiftly and I'll actually be able to get on with this video. Oh my god, because I'm sneezing so hard that my eyes are watering, I'm sweating, and I think I dislocated my jaw a couple of times. Okay, so you've got this like totally classic dystopia kind of look. Very 1984, very Red Dwarf back to reality. She's got her shot collar and her jumpsuit with the M on it. They've not tattooed over her eye, which is sort of good. When X Factor had their whole thing where they were like going to the future and they all had their little M. Kitty Pryde just got attacked by a tiger! Like, I shouldn't be happy about that, but it's a tiger! And, you know, it's not like she can't phase through it. Oh, it's a tiger! Ah! Kitty versus Kitty. And then, obviously, it gets attacked by Logan. Because Logan hates fun and tigers. Huh. Okay, so she's not Kitty Pryde. She's Chrissy Pryde. Although she's, you know, adamant that she's called Christina. But yeah, Logan calls her Chrissy. Chrissy Pryde. I'm not sure if this is meant to be a separate character from Kitty. Or if she went by a pseudonym in the original Days of Future Past. I just don't know. Okay. Chrissy Pryde. Her dad is Colossus, so I guess she's, you know, Kitty Pryde's daughter. Oh, remember when Kitty Pryde and Colossus were a thing? Giant Sentinel splash page. Enemies in comics now have been like given sympathetic backstories and stuff to the point where when they turn up, part of you's like, oh, Magneto! Oh, someone give him a hug. Then Sentinels turn up and you're still like, oh shit. And Kitty Pryde is going by Kate. Kate Pryde. Or Mutant 187, as the Sentinel calls her. It's nice that the Sentinel has like little pet names for people. You know, Mutant 187. Oh, that's just what he calls me. Chrissy is finding these chemicals that will sort of destroy the suppressing collars and give them their powers back. Uncle Eric, Magneto, obviously, has promised her a metal pony if she delivers. And there's Aunt Rachel as well, who's Rachel Grey. Oh, and Rachel Grey has the Phoenix Force, because of course she does. Ooh, dear. President Kelly, who played a big part in the X-Men movies and here and there in comics, he's basically the ringleader of anti-mutant registration acts. He plans to obviously keep the camps going because he doesn't want mutants tearing up the place because, you know, that's all mutants do. I get that the whole mutant thing in the comics is a sort of analogue for suppressing human rights and keeping people, you know, in camps. However, in the comics, they do currently basically just have wars amongst themselves and just fight things and kidnap children to put in their schools. So while it's a very noble metaphor and I'm on board with it, in practice it's like, yeah, but mutants do fuck shit up like 90% of the time. You know, just ask Maria Hill. Poor Maria Hill. Kelly also wants a demonstration to remind people why they hate mutants. So presumably there's going to be some release the hounds kind of mutant shitbaggery going down. Wow. Okay, so fight scene is happening. Obviously, Kate is phasing. Colossus is being Colossus. Magneto and Rachel Grey are showing off their cool powers. And then Chrissy gets hit. And it's all like, oh my god, no! And she kind of turns metal, but also kind of malleable. Like the T-1000 from Terminator 2. Blades for hands. Yeah, I'm not doing an amazing impression. Check it. She's so ridiculously shiny. She looks a bit like Mercury. Oh, liars. They've got Mystique and Blob kind of imprisoned and in an enforced coma for 15 years. They tell them that they need their help. They say they're pro-mutant reform, and they need Blob and Mystique to take down Kelly's mutant enforcers, including Kitty Pryde. So obviously they're gonna like fight and then discover that they're on the same team and then like team up and be a little group. Hopefully that'll be aided by when they see Magneto and they're like, you know, boss, woo! Because everyone's always so happy to see their boss. Right? Oh, and Wolverine has a son called Cameron. Like, I want to see this guy. There's a glitch in the programming of the Sentinels that means that they may try and kill President Kelly. And the theory is that if Cameron and Chrissy can stop the Sentinel and save Kelly's life, that he'll reconsider the idea of mutant reform. He's not going to let him die. Just let him die. Just put the collars back on that you sort of burnt off with acid and just like go, oh, well, we would have done, but we don't have our powers, so womp womp. Just let him die. Some people just need to be left to die. And this is why I'm not a superhero. Storm is alive! Cameron being absolutely just buff as balls. God, I hope he's over 18, otherwise I'm being such a sleazy old woman right now. This whole mutant on mutant violence thing is being filmed, and every time they shout something like, oh, evacuate the building, get the people out, like, they're like, oh yeah, we'll just edit that out. Yeah. So at this rate, it is just going to be like really choppy, badly edited stuff because shouting things like "get everyone out" is pretty much all the X-Men do. And it ends with the new Sentinels coming. Dun dun dun! Yeah, that was really good. I liked it. It was very fight, 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 fight. There was a lot of just like awful, despicable behaviour that you'd kind of expect from a totalitarian government that puts people in camps. I'm probably going to keep reading it actually because it is pretty damn good. So that's that. Ow, 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 ow. My cat is digging his claws into my lap. Ow, 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 ow. Asshole. Hug. Don't fight me, kitty. Don't fight the hugs.